Hi, my name is Leo Bottari. I am co-author of The Power of Peers and author of the book What Anyone Can Do: How Surrounding Yourself with the Right People Will Drive Change, Opportunity, and Personal Growth, which comes out in September. But I'm really here to talk to you today about a workshop that I've conducted now for the better part of 15 to 18 months called Harnessing Peer Advantage to Your Advantage. There have been roughly 55 or so of these workshops. I think they keep getting better and better all the time, largely informed by you, the chair community, and input from the members. For those of you, first of all, who are familiar with the workshop, you may know that it is based on the 5 factors that are common to high-performing peer groups as outlined in The Power of Peers. And they are making sure that you have the right people in the room, that you have a safe and confidential environment, that you are fostering valuable interaction, that you have a culture of accountability, and that's accountability from member to member, and also that the chair essentially serves as the steward of the other 4 factors. And so what we've done in putting together this workshop is it's basically in 3 phases, right? Phase 1 is pretty much kind of level setting the vocabulary about what this is all about and what the 5 factors are and how the same things that are common to high-performing peer groups are also common to high-performing teams. And this is key because it represents, I think, a powerful takeaway for the member, that it's not just something that they use for the group, but it's something that because they've experienced with the group, they're able to take it back to their own companies, which is obviously a very essential part of the value proposition. But what we do is I go through that first section and then they start to work together. And keep in mind that while this largely serves as a self-assessment, it is very much a self-assessment. I'm not assessing anything. I'm really just providing the framework. So I get them to engage in good, deep conversation about, do you have all the right people in the room? What does that look like? And how might that change, right? And we basically have them look at what they would define as the ideal for their group, where they are now, and then they rank where they are now on a scale of 1 to 10 based on that 10 being the ideal. And then they simply identify what would it take to get to a 10. And we do that for having all the right people in the room. We visit safe and confidential environment in the same way, not only assessing the environment itself, but how effective members are at really using it, which I think is really essential. Of course, we look at fostering valuable interaction, where we look at the quality of the issues brought to the table as well as the discipline around discussing them. We look at culture of accountability both inside and outside the meeting, and then they're actually asked at the end to basically come up with recommendations for how you as a chair can be able to help deliver even greater value to the group than you already are. The workshop essentially puts everyone on the same side of the table. It makes the group everybody's group and puts you all in a place where you really can work together toward a common goal. And this is where, once we identify those gaps, where the action plan comes into play, where we come and we talk about just a couple of action items against each of the 5 factors that will help raise the game of the group. I think I've found it to be, and I think many chairs will tell you they found it to be a very unifying experience, and also one that I think, again, helps members see the power of what a Vistage group can be for them, and also how to take what they learn from that experience and bring it into their own companies. So again, done a lot of these workshops now. I think they continue to get better. I think what we learn from them in terms of common challenges that every group has in many respects that can be really helpful, and over time I hope to be able to actually bring the chairs together in some way, shape, or form to talk about what some of the chair best practices are against some of the most common challenges that face Vistage groups today. And really just wanted to spend 4 or 5 minutes explaining what the workshop is about. I can be reached, of course, at leobottari.com. That's LEOBOTTARY.com. Or you can call me at 858-204-8922 if you have any questions about whether this workshop is right for you and your group. I will tell you that I've done it with every kind of Vistage group, from CE group to TA to SB to Key and to Vistage Inside groups. I've done it with groups that have been around 18 years, where many of the founding members are still there. And also, we've even done it for a group where it's its very first meeting, where it doesn't become a self-assessment so much as an aspirational exercise about who the group wants to be when they grow up. So, again, I've really enjoyed delivering it. I find it very powerful. I hope for those of you who have participated in it, I want to first of all thank you for allowing me to spend time with your group and really have that experience. And also I invite any chair who might be thinking about in 2019, engaging in I think a similar kind of exercise, then would love to do that with you. And I just want to, again, thanks for those who've supported it. Thank you for considering it as part of what you may be thinking about doing in 2019. And just the best of luck to all of you and your chair practices. Thanks. Bye.